It's been a mostly peaceful 45 years since the Seven Gods came together and created Kandoe. Sure, there were the petty crimes, a couple of natural disasters here or there, but nothing crazy. That was until druids and rangers of Winder found out that the wizards and sorcerers from Tansmu were destroying the land between the two areas for rare spell components. Naturally, the wizards and sorcerers were not about to just roll over and leave. War raged on for weeks, and it was impossible to tell who was winning. 2 months in, and the bloodlust of the war manifested a new deity named Tempest, Lord of Battles. Tempest then gave his power to the top fighters from both sides to be his followers, giving them abilities that made them masters of combat. This amplified the bloodshed of the war tenfold, both sides suffering even heavier casualties than ever before. This lasted only a couple days because Roa the Peacekeeper stepped in and put an end to the war. It was decided during the peace talks that Grumbar would take the land in question and turn it into a desert, a place where nothing could live. In this desert, they decided to put the Oasis, a school for educating everyone about all the different gods so that perhaps this misunderstanding would not happen again. Also, Sune, the Keeper of Law, was selected to be in charge of setting up a system of national guards to keep peace between the people of Kandoe. She selected one of her highest ranking followers and gave her the title of the Matriarch and put her in charge of the Maragon, and they became the law of the land. This did not sit well with Tempest and his followers. They would not be ruled by this matriarch. Grumbar, wanting to keep the peace, settled this by creating another island specifically for them. This land was to be ungoverned by the matriarch and her Maragons and be ruled however Tempest and his followers deemed fit. And this is how the world was for another 20 years until seemingly overnight a tower appeared in the wilderness next to the capital city of Sanlo. The matriarch naturally sent her Maragon to investigate, but they never came back. They tried everything they could think of to find out what the tower was, but to no avail. Eventually, the matriarch settled on keeping a perimeter around the tower to keep an eye on it. Around the same time as the tower appearing, the gods seemingly disappeared and stopped talking to their followers. However, the followers still maintained their powers. And this is how the world has been for the last 10 years. No contact from any of the gods to anyone in a random tower in the south. Okay, welcome to the podcast. My name is Nick. I am the DM.
Hi, I'm Fufu. I play Agdhan the Fighter.
Hi, I'm Emily. I play Azaerith the Bard.
Ooh, I play Moxi, and I am Moxi, the artificer.
I'm Lutz. I will be playing Uzalai the monk.
Hey, we did it. Good job, guys. Okay.
Yay.
I think
we're
I messed
going-
up.
You didn't mess up. It's fine. Yeah. So the camera, if you will, opens up on a ship that is named the Dream Moon. It's coming into the South Island Harbor. It's a beautiful day outside, and cool 72 degrees with a slight breeze. It's about 1 or 2 in the afternoon-ish or so. And you see 2 characters, humanoids, there's the word. 2 humanoids getting off of this ship, and Moxi or Azaerith, if you want to briefly describe yourself.
All right, who wants to go first?
I'll do it.
All right. Bet.
So, here we go.
Just a brief description. All we need.
Yeah. So, walking off the ship, you see a human woman, young, very tan skin, bald head, and wearing this really long blue and brown tunic with a collection of like 8 or so amulets, all just hanging and clattering against each other on a belt. She has nice boots. And one leg is a pair of good pair of pants, and the other is this complicated prosthetic made of wood, leather, and you can see little glints of metal in the sunlight. And she's just sort of looking around, kind of measured, but pretty excited, and arm in arm with her companion.
Hey, Azaerith here is a tiefling, an albino tiefling.
Because she's albino every time.
Yeah, albino. It's like a little lilac tint going on.
We like it.
Yep. Long white hair, very bright gold eyes. She wears like this little off the shoulder top with like a corset bodice and skirt. Let's see. She's also fashioning a little fanny pack. 100%.
Yeah, no, you have a fanny pack, yeah.
I have a fanny pack.
You took a fanny pack instead of a backpack. Just
Yes,
so you know.
I did.
Okay. I mean, that there will be consequences for not having a backpack, but it's all you.
Listen, it's a fanny pack, and I'm rocking with it.
It's a fashion statement. You're lucky to
Yep.
have a artificer who likes pockets and shit to carry everything.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't know what else to describe her. That's pretty much
good.
it.
That's good. You guys are walking off the ship. You're walking it down the harbor as it is, the dock. That's the word. There are 12 docks in the South Island harbor. You guys are on the 5th dock, which is towards the center of like the U shape of it. There are people moving about, doing odd jobs here and there, cleaning the ships, moving boxes full of something around, as you would in a harbor. With Moxi's beautiful passive insight, you kind of, Moxi, you pick up on like this weird, it's not like the town is cagey, but it feels like everyone's sort of on edge. As you're walking down the harbor towards, well, I guess where would you guys be walking towards? Like a inn, or there's a brothel to the left. There's blacksmith. There's taverns. There's stables. There's temples. I know you guys came here to visit the big Temple of Sharind. Where do you guys think you'd be headed?
I think we're going probably to the inn just to check in it.
All right.
You know, get an idea for the local flavor.
All right. Well, so as you're walking there, you're just kind of getting a sense that the town is a bit on edge. Like you're walking by and people sort of clutch their stuff. Children are sticking close to their parents or their mom or dad, whoever they're walking with. They're sticking close to each other. It's not like they're running around like you would imagine they would. The workers at the harbor don't seem to be, they're not shouting or singing sea shanties or anything. They just seem to be mellow doing their work. You guys are getting a couple of not judgmental stares, but just kind of like watching, like people are watching you, these strangers into the new town. There are 2 taverns in this. The closest one to you, would you just go to the closest one to you, I guess?
If it looks like a nice establishment.
Yeah, this would be the Morningwood Tavern, which is a chain.
Yes.
So as you guys approach,
Go there.
it's a single level establishment. It's not like very nice, but not like a dump. Sort of somewhere in the middle. In above the door, there is a image of a weeping willow, and underneath that is the words "the Morningwood." Morning spelled Mourning. As you enter, assuming y'all just walk straight in.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
You walk in, and it's about lunchtime now, so there's a hustle and a bustle about things. Yeah, what do you guys do? There's a bar. There's plenty of seats around.
Yeah. Azaerith, do we want to just sit down? I don't know if you're hungry. We ate on the boat?
Better sit down.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, bread sounds lovely.
I'll go get us some bread, I guess.
Yeah, there's seats all around. As you guys are standing at the door, sort of deciding if you're gonna sit down and eat or just get a room or whatever, there is a half elf male. Looks a little buff. Has black hair, clean shaven. Yells from behind the bar and says, "Just take a seat anywhere. I'll be with you in just a second." And he seems to be like by himself today. He's making drinks. He seems a little hectic.
Lovely.
There appears to be some sort of show about to start on the stage, which is in the middle of the tavern. It seems like they're setting up, like they don't look like they're almost ready to start, but something's gonna happen soon. But you guys take your seat. Eventually, the half elf comes over to you guys. He introduces himself as Ben and asks what you guys would like, and gives you guys like a menu that has just your standard meals for 5 silver pieces, ale for 8 copper pieces, wine for 4 silver. You can buy the bottle of wine for 12 silver, or you can get, he tells you can get rooms for 8 silver pieces a night. And then, like, he kind of sets it down, tells you that real quick, and then walks to the next table. And then,
All right,
like I'll be right back. Like, he just like he has stuff in his hands, and he kind of sets it and goes. Like he's doing multiple things. Like he's by himself right now.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
I'm sure he's doing
Trying
his
so
best.
hard.
He comes back over after dropping off what he had in his hand and goes, sorry about that. What are you guys having?
Right. Well, I believe we're getting a room. But more pressingly, do you have a local specialty? I don't know, something that really shows off the flavor.
If you're looking for a specialty, you would want to go to the Temple of Sharind. They have baked goods there that you can hit. That's sort of the specialty of the town.
Do they? Brilliant. Well, I think we just wanted some bread.
Yeah, sure.
Simple. Some simple bread.
Bread is
Yeah,
nice.
he says, okay, I'll be right back. And
And like some jam if you have it.
he says, yeah, sure, no problem, as he's walking away from you hurriedly. A few moments go by, and he comes back with some bread and some butter, some jelly, and strawberry jam, as it were. And he says, that'll be 3 copper pieces. Just leave it on the table, and let me know if you need anything else.
Thank you, kind sir. He seemed nice.
Yes, well, we didn't know him for very long. But he seemed nice.
He brought us all sorts of assortments
That
of
is
jellies
true.
and jam.
Go ahead, eat. I'm not hungry.
I could have just brought one.
As you guys are sitting there, and you look around the room, in the corner booth, there is a rather interesting group of people. Not a group of people, just a couple of people. If you, Lutz or Foof, if you want to introduce your characters now.
I'm Uzalai. I'm a birdman, an Aarakocra. I've just got white feathers, no clothes. So it messes up the feathers.
I'm Agdhan. I'm a pretty imposingly large Goliath, decked out in at least most of the armor that comes with the protection needed to be a bounty hunter. So I'm a rather not imposing, but I clearly got some protection going on, indicating that I kind of have a more dangerous job. But obviously, I've said I'm a bounty hunter.
Yeah. So you guys came in a bit earlier in the morning on a different ship. You guys have walked around the town a bit and have inquired about your target that you're looking for. You were directed here after giving the locals just sort of a brief description of the person you're looking for. And you found out from the barkeep in short, brief discussions as he's walking around trying to do this all by himself, that the person you were looking for was said he was going to the stables, or the people I guess you're looking for were headed to the stables. So you guys decided to have a meal, which is where you are now, and then you were going to head to the stables once you were done.
Well, Moxi's gonna put her feet up on the third chair and just lean into Azaerith. I don't know if you noticed while we were walking in. This town isn't exactly happy right now. People don't seem like they feel safe. And I don't know if that's because we're strange. You're a bit distinct, and
I mean, yeah, you're quite strange too.
thank you, darling. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we should be careful here. Yeah, maybe don't have a quiet night in. I know it's just
on.
maybe not yet. We'll sort of reassess tomorrow, I think. Maybe see if the town people warm up to us. I don't know. There's a kind of Strange looking pair over there.
Yeah. So Lutz with or not Lutz.
Moxi.
Uzalai. There it is.
Oh, no.
No, I was trying to use his character name. Uzalai, you definitely picked up on the sort of edginess of the town as well, with your high insight. You guys definitely clocked that as well. Do you guys think that you would just head to the stable straight away, or would you ask around more to see if you can find out anything else?
Ag, do you think we should just head to the stable? I think nothing's happening here. I don't know who those people are, but it's not the elf we're looking for.
Yeah, I think that sounds fine. We know that's where we gotta be next. So
Let's move it.
So you guys set your pay on the table and head out towards the stable, which they told you was towards the center of the town, near the courtyards of the Temple of Sharind. You guys pass the bakery that is closed at the moment. You pass the guard station, and then you eventually get to the stables. You go in and bear with me here. You see a green half orcish man standing there, and he says, "Hello there. My name is Jack. What can I do for you?"
We're looking for an elf, gray hair, super skinny. Seen anyone like that?
I saw them a little while ago. Real weird type. They got 3 horses. It was 2 of them. Yeah, they got 3 horses and paid a little extra and left.
Any idea where they're headed?
When they took off, they went towards the wilderness, towards the left. But that's about all I know.
What are you thinking, Ag? It's definitely them.
the wilderness might be a little tough given where we're at right now, but I'm willing to try it if you are. Maybe we look for some supplies before we move any further.
Sure, maybe get some supplies, rest up, see where it goes.
Yeah. So you guys leave Jack in his establishment. Yeah. So if you guys want to head to the general store, we'll leave you to that, and then we'll cut back to Moxi and Azaerith, that's what it is. I'll get the names down eventually. Right as you guys are finishing your meal, I'm assuming you guys would want to head to the temple.
Do we want to make that our first stop, or I don't know?
Or
What are
yeah,
you
y'all can go
thinking?
wherever.
It's an interesting town.
I mean, we could always just get a lay of the
yes.
land, see what's around.
See if there's, some nice people. Maybe someone can tell us why everyone's so strange. I don't know.
Have a stick up their butt kind of thing.
Straight to the point.
Yeah.
Yes. So you guys just kind of want to like walk the town, I guess.
Yeah, sort of a roundabout way to get to the temple.
The scenic route.
Yeah. So you guys arrived pretty close to the temple, and y'all went kind of away to get to the tavern. So you head back down towards the docks.
Just doing like a wide loop to get to the temple.
Yeah, so you pass a blacksmith. The other tavern is here. It's called the Iron Banjo. There's the butcher. You pass a sort of I guess like a main part of town where there's a fountain with some benches. And this seems to be sort of like the center of town. This center is really close to the temple and the courtyards. You pass the stables. You pass the guard station.
They're a general store.
Yes, there is a general store.
I'm gonna duck in.
You duck into the general store. It's just your normal aisles of general goods. What are you looking for?
Hello, sir or madam. I am looking for a small clay pot.
Yeah, behind the counter is a human girl. She's younger. Seems to just sort of be like this is like her day job sort of thing. Like it's not family owned or anything. She says pots are on aisle 7. Just like real cold.
Okay.
Just like I don't want to be here, but whatever.
In that case, I'm gonna lean onto the counter.
Okay.
So, I'm new in town. And I couldn't help but notice people are a little on edge. Is that normal here?
She kind of looks at you and just goes, obviously not.
And why is that? I don't know. I'm just a simple person from out of town.
Why is it not normal for people to be on edge?
Yeah. No, I mean, why is it a thing that's happening?
Oh, why are people on edge?
Yes, that.
Ah,
Sorry, sometimes all the
Did you-
ideas just sort of jumble together.
did you
Gets difficult.
just get here?
I literally stepped off the boat like an hour ago.
Just don't go near the wilderness. That'll be.
Is it
about all you
spooky
get
right
from
now?
me.
I'm your ghost.
Oh, Azaerith, you're here too. All right.
She kind of just
I
glares
wasn't sure
at
if you
you.
were waiting outside.
She kind of just glares at you and is like giving you like the typical teenager, just like, I'm just trying to do my job. Just go
That's
away.
fair.
Look,
That's fair.
doesn't say that, but just kind of like when you say is like, are there ghosts? She kind of just looks at you, just like, really?
Yeah. Moxi will think. All right, I know when I'm not wanted. And I'll go and I'll find a small clay pot and bring it back to the counter.
Just like what? Like how big? I guess.
Roughly football sized.
Oh, okay, okay, yeah. She says, that's 4 copper.
Lovely. I'll pay that. I've got my pot. This is going to be really cool tomorrow morning, darling.
She says when you say that you have your pot, she looks at you and just gives you like a, that's great, smile. Like, congrats.
Thank you.
I'm
I'll do this.
going to set 5 coppers on the counter and be like, but really, are there any ghosts? Just like,
Roll a persuasion check.
ooh. First roll, here we go.
Sets the tone for the entire
I
podcast.
know, right? Oh no, 14.
14's not terrible. You said no.
Okay,
like, it was like
okay,
7.
well I rolled low, okay?
Okay. She looks at you and goes, not exactly. Not ghost.
Well, what could it be then?
She kind of looks down at the money and goes, I don't know.
I sigh and I
It-
pull out like 5 more coppers. Like, come
Yeah,
on.
Moxi, you're clocking that she's picking up what she's picked up that you guys will pay for information, and she's withholding any information that she has.
Lovely. You know, Azaerith, I think we should make our exit. This lady probably, doesn't seem to know much. We should go.
Well, fine, then you're only getting 5. And I take the other 5 back.
Oh, you're rolling sleight of hand to see if she can grab it first.
Oh no! Okay.
I'm gonna cast
You're just gonna straight up cast a spell in this general store.
Well, no, I'm gonna place a hand on Azaerith's shoulder just before she does that, and just be like, "You should faint. You should faint to the left before you do that." And I'm casting guidance.
Okay, what would that do for me?
Okay, hold on.
Add a D4.
Add a D4?
Yeah,
Hold
to
on,
whatever you want.
Moxi, you're also gonna have to roll sleight of hand to see if you could get, because it's a touch spell, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you need to see if you can beat her sleight of hand to see if you can get there before she swipes,
Alright.
if that makes sense.
15.
Okay, so Moxie rolled a 15. Azaerith, what did you roll?
Okay, I rolled. Oh god. I also got a 15, but if I get guidance, then I'll add to that.
Yeah, for the tie, I'll give you guidance. Yeah.
Okay.
She just gets there in time to give you guidance.
Okay, so then 18.
Yeah, no, you got the money.
Sweet.
It's fine. She goes and reaches for it, but you're just a couple of seconds faster, and she's like, ah. But she takes the other 5 copper
Yep.
and pockets it.
That's fine.
You see, it's beneficial to help us out. You learn things. Anyway, we'll go now. Goodbye. And I take my
She
clay pot.
doesn't say another word. She just like glares at you guys as you walk out.
I think they would rather well.
Only if we could have gotten more
Yeah.
information.
Well, we know the wilderness is spooky, and we know that they make really good pots here. Like, look at this thing.
Looks so good.
It's terrific.
What's your plans? I'm so excited.
Well, it's really cool. I'll have to show you tomorrow morning. But essentially, what I'm going to do is this thing. I'm going to enchant it, and it's going to produce all sorts of weird liquids.
Fascinating.
They'll- Yes. And one of them is alcohol. So,
That could be useful.
But you guys go into the general store. The same teenage girl that you heard about earlier is at the counter. Doesn't really say anything. Just kind of looks at you guys. If you guys tell me what you're looking for, we can go from there.
I'd like to walk up to the counter and ask about supplies for a trip into the wilderness.
I'm just sort of walking down the aisles, like browsing, looking for like knives and stuff.
Yeah. She says, well, we have all types of stuff for trips like that. What do you need exactly? Uzalai, if you're looking for like knives or something, you do find some knives that have like wooden handles. They're not great, but they're decent.
Yeah, this one looks pretty nice. Decent craftsmanship. I could have made it better, I think, although it's not my specialty. Then I walk towards the counter, towards Agdhan.
All right. So the knife is just 2 silver pieces. If there's anything else you guys need, are you looking for like rations and ropes and all that jazz? Because you guys have a decent amount of stuff.
I was gonna say, I know I've got things. I guess I'm looking for like insight into what we might be like walking into, or if there's like anything in here that would help us with sort of the general mood about the wilderness.
Do you want to ask her about like the wilderness and like what that's all about?
Yeah, like what anyone who would go in, yeah. It's like a
She tells
must-have.
you anybody who's going in there now must have like some sort of suicide mission. And she says if you want something to go in there with, is sort of like a don't go situation. She doesn't tell you outright like what the problem is, but she kind of gives you that you might not want to.
Hey, Agdhan, did you ask if they had any cheese? I want some cheese.
They definitely have cheese
Oh.
at the front counter.
Need to stuff up on that before any dangerous mission.
All right. What kind of cheese?
How much? Yeah, how much and what kind of cheese do you want?
Sharp, something sharp.
They got a sharp cheddar for sure.
Okay, I'll buy that along with my knife.
All right.
Is that a cheese knife?
I'm gonna use it for that. But
Alright.
You just buy cheese knife. Would you like some crack?
even on the mission, I've got priorities. Like,
Hey, you know.
Agdhan, I just want to buy the stuff. Get the hell out of here. I hate this place. It's humid. Everyone's acting funny, except for those other 2 were acting almost even funnier. Don't know what their deal was, but I don't know. I want to get the hell out of here. Don't like it.
You should double check for a nice cheese board too. What if
We can't spend all our money
we're spending
we ha-
money on
we haven't
cheese and
gotten-
cheese knife?
until we have our 30,000 gold. We can't spend that much.
All right.
Great.
Yeah, you guys pay for the knife and cheese. It's just 3 silver, 2 for the knife, 1 for the cheese. A decent amount of cheese. Good enough to hold you over for any sort of trip that you're going on.
Okay.
And then you guys just want to head towards the wilderness. Is that the idea? Just straight
What
to
do
it?
you think?
I don't know. You
Uzalai.
really think we're gonna learn anything more here? Everyone here is useless.
All right. That's how you feel,
Yeah.
boss.
Let's go.
Let's go.
That 3 silver is coming out of your half if you have any of the cheese.
I'm not the one who wanted
Ju-
cheese.
I just said if you have any.
Okay.
Let's get moving.
We leave them to their cheese argument. And we cut back to the other 2, and you guys are going to the temple, right?
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you approach this Temple of Sharind, you have to go through a courtyard to get to the entrance. The Temple of Sharind is on top of the mountain that's in the middle of the island. But as you walk up to it, you see the walls are made of a pristine white rock, sort of like a castle wall. It surrounds this courtyard. You step through the gate, which has 2 Maragons, the police of this world, posted there. They sort of just nod at you solemnly as you walk through. You walk through the massive dark wood door with gold trim. As you step in, you're stepping onto a rock path that is embedded in a pristine lawn of nice green grass. The type that looks like you kind of want to take your shoes off and run through it barefoot, you know? To your left and right is or are two massive mirror ponds surrounded by a really bright yellowish green tree or trees align each side of the pond, and the path goes forward to a set of stairs that is embedded in the mountains. There are a few people just kind of walking around the mirror ponds and sitting in the couple of benches that are there. You see a couple of clerics who are walking around with what look to be free samples.
Oh.
Free
Where would
sample.
you like to head?
Maybe we should get some free samples. Azaerith, why are you taking your shoes off?
It looks so good. The grass is so fluffy and green. I have to. I start taking my shoes off.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay.
I should also mention the mood of the town also carried into the temple area. There's people are still going and walking and doing what they normally would be doing. There's just an air of like unease, I guess.
Do people look at me weird?
And
as
then
I take my
there's
shoes
yeah,
off?
no, you take your shoes off. They're not looking weird at that. They're looking at you weird about just sort of your energy. That is just completely misplaced in this in the temple courtyard. But yeah, you run around in the grass. Are you running around the ponds or anything? Or
Yeah, I'm just gonna run all around the courtyard, around the
Yeah.
ponds, around the trees, just everywhere.
yeah,
Moxi's just gonna watch.
Yeah, Moxi finds a bench and just kind of sits and watches. You're running around. The grass is super soft. You most definitely fall over and make little grass angels
Of
for
course,
sure.
for sure.
As you're making the grass angels, one of the clerics walks over and goes, if you could not make grass angels in the courtyard of Sharind, it would be greatly appreciated.
Wow.
And sort of like offers you a hand to help you stand up.
I'll take it, but I'll be like, a temple doesn't want anything to do with angels on your grass.
She gives you like, haha, smartass kind of look, if you know, like with the glare eyes at you. And she just says, "Would you like a sweet?" And she pulls a tray in front of you that has assortments of cookies, cupcakes, a couple of macaroons, or different types of macaroons on there.
Definitely taking the macaroon. Oh, thank you so much.
Do you only take one? Because that feels mad out of character for you.
Listen, I'll probably take one, eat it. Oh, this is delicious.
Just one bite in front of her, just
Yup. And then I'll be like,
down.
and then I just take a cupcake and I eat that.
My God.
And then I take a cookie and I eat that.
Azaerith, are you bothering the poor lady?
Yeah, Moxi, you walk up and you see Azaerith, and she's just downing sweets in one gulp. Just this cleric that's handing you sweets just kind of looks at you like, not the first time she's seen this, but the first time she's seen this in a while. She turns to you, Moxi, as you walk up and go, "Would you like one?" And she sort of like hands you not hands you the tray, but like puts the tray in front of you, I guess.
I would actually, and I'm gonna take a cupcake.
Okay, and then she not runs away from you guys, but sort of hurriedly walks away.
Azaerith, do you have a piece of paper or something?
Well, let's see, do I?
Probably? Maybe?
I feel like that's not in a starting equipment.
Yeah, I don't think it is. I feel like if anybody would have a piece of paper in this group, it'd be Moxi.
You know, funnily enough, she doesn't have one.
All right,
So-
you don't have paper.
Nope.
This is very strange. I'm surprised I don't have paper, but I'm going to take out my Tinder box.
Okay.
Here, Azaerith, pose in front of the temple.
And I just peace sign, hand
Peace
on the
sign, duck
hip,
face. Yep.
smile
Alright.
brightly, tail curled
And
up.
I'm gonna run my hand over the surface of the tinderbox and perfectly copy the scene of Azaerith in front of the temple onto the surface.
Is that just a thing Tinkerers can do, which is they can make pictures?
Yeah, I can take pictures. There, we have our first picture of the temple, and you.
Yeah, there's a lovely picture of you, I guess.
A little unfortunate it's on the tinderbox, but I don't have any paper, and I forgot to buy some apparently.
Well, we could always go back to the general store and
Yeah, we
you
could
know,
bother her a bit
yeah,
more.
we could bother her again.
You know, I have something I could do that might help with talking to her.
Ooh, do tell.
I think it might be better to demonstrate. And I'm going to take out this gorgeous, like very intricate screwdriver. And she's gonna just sort of study it for a moment, and then right above it make a move like she's unzipping the air almost. And this little image, this little symbol of a glowing hand appears on its surface for a second and then fades. Yeah, this will help us. It'll be really cool, I promise.
I believe in you.
Let's go back and bother her. It'll be terrific. This will go way better.
Sure.
Yeah, do y'all want to leave the courtyard and go back to the general store?
Wait, I have one question, and I start running back to the cleric that handed me the cookies and stuff.
She sees you coming and starts like quick walking towards the stairs.
Excuse me?
Yeah, you're definitely gonna catch her though.
Okay. Excuse me, ma'am.
You catch up and she turns. She goes, "Yes. Do you want more sweets?"
No, I just wanted to know. Did you make this?
She kind of looks a little flustered and goes, "Do you no? They're made." And she points up the stairs. They're made by a group of very skilled bakers up that way. I'm just a cleric who helps around the temple. And she says that in a way that's like, everybody knows this.
Well, thank you for bringing this to me, and I just wanted to give you this. And
She's walking away already.
Okay, well.
The second you say thanks, she's like, I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Oh. Well.
It seems you would think that most clerics of Sharind are nice, but it seems everybody's just really on edge and really. Moxi, you pick up that people are kind of just like off put by y'all's wildness right now. But yeah.
Well. Don't
Time to
know what
bother
to
that
do
lady
with
again.
this now. I'm going to. So I was gonna hand her a silver coin. So I'm just gonna flip
She missed out on some money.
I'm just gonna flip it in the pond. There, you'll have better use for it.
Yeah, it's only like a 2-inch deep pond, so it just
Go.
it just lands in there.
I'm ready now.
Moxie just quick gonna take out from her belt, pick up the amulet to Sharind, and just be like, "Your temple was very nice. Thank you for letting us come here. Okay, bye." And I'll just put it away.
Okay.
So
bye.
religious, the Moxie is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
we're
go
gonna
bother.
cut. Yeah, you guys head back to the general store again. We'll cut to to just leaving the general store. You guys just wanted to go straight to the wilderness now, right?
Yep.
Let's go.
Okay. You guys walk there. The quickest way is past all of the other temples of all the other deities. They're much smaller than Sharon's temple. You pass Groombars, you pass Umberleys, all the gods. You have to pass through sort of a neighborhood, and then there's a fence that blocks the wilderness from this neighborhood, and there is a gate with one guard posted there, and the gate is closed, and he's sort of just like boredly watching this gate.
Hello, sir. Could we get through here, please?
The Marigons of this world, they wear a golden mask on their face. It's kind of creepy, honestly. It's just like I don't know how to describe it other than like older like Japanesey style mask, if that makes sense. And he stares down at you and just goes, "What's your business behind the walls?"
Behind the walls is the wilderness, and
Yeah.
we have business. We have business in the wilderness.
Serious business.
Serious business.
You have permission to go into the wilderness?
Yeah.
From who?
The Lord. I forget his name. So we were at the temple. They said definitely. This is this is going bad.
Yeah, you can make a deception check if you'd like.
19.
Somehow
Somehow.
through that stumble
Pure force.
of a lie, whether it's him just not really caring or maybe he doesn't know how to tell if a bird is lying or not. Who knows? Either way, he goes, "Yeah, okay," and opens the gate and like steps out of your way. He as you step through or go to step through, he's like, "Don't you have any horses?"
We
It's a
sent
big,
them
it's a big
forward.
wilderness.
We-
You
Yeah,
sent
let me-
them forward.
Let me just head back and get them. And then we run back around the nearest building. And then Agdhan and I are talking.
Yeah.
Why did I even hire you? Planning is your job.
My job is the bounty hunting, and not the planning.
You have to get us to the bounty hunt.
I asked in the
To the-
general store.
Okay, let's go to the stable.
No.
Let's
Okay.
just
Are there stables? Did we?
Yeah,
pass
y'all
stables?
definitely saw stables.
Oh,
on your way
well,
through.
oh,
It's easy
yeah.
to see.
Oh. Well, Mister, you got bird eyes. Why aren't you telling me where we should be?
Okay, yeah. We're going to the stable. I wanted to get out of this place, and I even how did he buy that? By the way,
I don't know.
do you think they're trying to lure us out there? Why would he let us through? He asked us like it's so important.
That's a fair question.
Well, I guess we get horses and then we'll worry about it.
It probably can't be any worse than the vibe in the town.
Fair point.
So.
All right, so we walk towards the stables.
To rent, you guys just want to rent 2 horses, I assume.
I want to clarify that a horse can carry me.
Yeah. So they
'Cause I'm very
have.
big.
Jack tells you that he's got a beefier horse that can
Okay.
handle your size. May
Goliath.
have to take a few more breaks than a normal horse,
Okay.
but yeah, it'll cost a little bit extra because it's one of his bigger horses. But he tells you that to rent 2 horses is 5 gold per day, or in your case, Agdhan, it is 7 gold per day.
I have another question. Does Uzalai, do you really need a horse? You can fly.
Well, I was thinking about it. Jack said that those 2 we're following had 3 horses, right? Do you think they're taking horses to the wilderness for some specific reason? I mean, we're not made of money, but
I don't know. I wouldn't
okay.
even
Well,
begin
let's
to.
get one then.
Or do we? I mean, does Jack? Does Jack have any input here?
Do you,
would.
Jack?
On what exactly?
On whether or not does the birdman need? Does Uzalai need the horse because it's too far, or there's not enough wind to be doing any gliding or floating?
Yeah, so he tells you well, at first he asks that assuming you guys are going towards the wilderness is just like a dense forest, so flying in there would be kind of difficult. You could fly over it,
Okay.
but then you probably couldn't see down into the
Okay.
through the leaves and tops of the trees.
Okay.
So he recommends a horse.
All
But
right.
he's also the seller of the horses.
Sure. Well.
But yeah, after he says that, you figure gliding through a dense forest would be rather difficult unless you can fly sideways, and I just don't know that.
Might as well get you a horse.
Sure.
Uzalai.
Yeah, let's grab 2. The horse is also coming out of your 30K, since it has to carry your fat ass.
Losing money.
You weigh
left and right.
6 times more than me. I'm not paying for your horse.
You can fly. Why are we getting you a horse at all?
We're going to the wilderness.
Okay.
Jack will have 2 horses. One big one for him, please.
Yeah, he steps towards the back. He tells you he'll be right back. He has a little bit of woods in the back of the stable, in the middle of the city, really, to let the horses roam free. It takes him a little bit, about 20-30 minutes to round up the horses. But he does get them eventually. He comes out with a stocky looking white horse for Agdhan and just a normal looking brown horse with black hair or Black Mane, I guess, for Uzalai, and hands them off to you. And he says, "Okay, have them back in one day."
These'll do. You said 12 gold? 7? How much per?
It's 7 for the big one, and then 5 for the little one, and that will get you one day.
All right. Great. See you, Jack.
Yeah, you hand over the gold. He takes it happily and walks back into his store. Yeah, so as you guys are walking, getting on your horses and about to head towards the wilderness, that is about the same time that the other two are headed towards the general store. And as you guys are walking down the path, not together, but sort of like the horses are in front a little bit, and you guys are, Moxi and your names are killing me, Azaerith, are walking a little bit behind them. You guys start to notice that right around where the temples to the other deities are starting, you have to pass there to get to the general store, and you have to go through there. Yeah, you guys start to see people start running towards you in all different directions. There's screaming happening from everyone that's running away. This big crowd coming from like towards the houses and like the temple area, running away from the wilderness. This panicked crowd runs through the streets. You see people going into houses and shutting the doors. You presume locking them. The two guards that are set outside of the temple seem to start not shaking, but they seem to like make a look at each other like an oh shit look, and they go back into the courtyard and shut the big door to the courtyard. As people are running back and forth, running around, what do you guys want to do? You guys are currently right now in the streets of the South Islands right now. You are near the temples, and everyone seems to be running away from that area.
Azaerith, perhaps we should make an exit?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so you guys turn and start to run. What do the other two want to do? They are specifically running away from where you're trying to go.
Can I think I'd like to jump off the horse and stop a random like townsperson that's fleeing.
Yeah. You stop this old-ish dwarf. Who you catch him by the arm, and you're big enough to sort of hold him in place, but he's trying to get away, and he's like, let me go.
What's happening? Where's everyone running to? Or what's everyone running from?
He says they're back. They're coming back. They said they wouldn't, but they're back. And he breaks away and runs.
What do you make of that, Uzalai?
Let's get out of here.
All right, then.
We run the same direction as everyone else.
Yeah, as you guys start to run, you take a look back and you see two sludge-looking things around the corner. They have human facial expressions. They have like eyes and a mouth that has these sharp teeth in it, and they protruding from the sludge are two little arms, basically. And flying above them, you see a red humanoid with a scorpion tail, horns for hair, claws on his hands and feet, and two wings flapping beside him come around, and he is holding a wand, it looks like, and he points it at this family of 3. It is a small tiefling child, a dwarf male, and a halfling female, and they are running for their lives, and he points it, and while laughing, he shoots these 3 red rays, and they all hit one of the targets, and they all fall, presumably dead. And that's session 1.
Well,
Oh, whoa.
Dear.
Damn.
Yeah,
Oh.
cliffhanger.
there's
Did
that.
Moxi
Girls
and
and boys.
Azaerith see that?
Yeah, all of you guys like took a glance back.
Mm.
So all of you saw that, but we'll pick that up
In 10 seconds.
with maybe initiative, maybe next session.
Next session. Wow.
In 1 week from now.
Hi everyone, Lutz here. You may recognize me as the character Uzalai in the campaign. If you enjoyed the podcast, please rate us 5 stars on whatever service you're using, and come back next Wednesday for the next episode. Thanks so much for listening.